For this last chapter, let's take a look at a more complex form of locomotion, and that's the skip. Now, skip is a little bit different than a walk or run in that it alternates the feet. So we have a step and a hop on one foot, and then we have a step and a hop on another foot. So it goes right, right, left, left. Let me show you a simple skip so you can see what I mean here. So there's her basic skip. And let's just take a look at the poses that comprise this particular gait. So I'm going to go ahead and just get her from the side here. And you can see that the very first pose here is a standard step. Now, this is very similar to the step you would have in a traditional walk. Now, the next pose is her basically crouching down. So you can see it's kind of a cushion pose, but it's also an anticipation to the next pose, which is a hop. So she hops with one foot. So a hop is a little bit different than a leap. A hop is basically you take off on one foot and land on that same foot. A leap is you take off with the right, land on the left, and that's what we see in the run. But in a skip, she's doing a very simple hop. So in the middle here, we have our third pose, which is the hop. And then the next pose, the foot catches her. So we have a landing pose, and then she basically gracefully goes into the next step. And then we repeat it again. So we have step, cushion or antic, hop, land, and then another step. So if you could see this at speed, so basically step, hop, step, hop. So if you take a look at the individual footprints of this, you'll see that the footsteps also have a varying length here. When she takes the hop, you can see that the distance that the right foot travels here is a lot less than what the left foot travels. Okay, so we've got a varying distance in our footsteps as well. So you can see that when she takes her step, the distance that this left foot has traveled is a lot more than the right foot. And then the opposite applies on the next set of steps and hops. Now, another thing to consider is that she is jumping through the air, so she is going to follow an arc when she does her hop. So if I get this from the side here, you can see that her hips, she goes into her cushion. This line will show pretty much her trajectory. So her trajectory is pretty much a parabola, and that's true for any object that's thrown through the air. Just remember basic animation or basic physics. And she does the same on the opposite side. So those are the basics of a skip. So let's just review it one more time. It's basically step, hop, step, hop. She has four poses: a cushion or an anticipation, a hop, land, and then another step. Let's go ahead and just play this one more time. And there you go. So let's go ahead and start animating this complex series of steps.